Hello, hello, and welcome in to the Never Forget 300 Week 4 of the Donut Box Xfinity Series. We are live here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And it's looking to be a good race tonight. 200 laps, stages at 45 and 90. As you can see here on my beautiful graphic. It's Never Forget 300, 200 laps, 300 miles. Stages at 45 and 90 laps. Drivers will have 6 sets of tires tonight. Pit window looks to be about 30 to 33 laps for fuel, so we're going to have about 3 pit stops there at the last stage. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Last week we were at Circuit of the Americas, where Cam Patterson and Cody Moore were definitely the class of the field, finishing first and second. Shane Fuller ended up getting third place after a penalty set him back at the beginning of the race, and then rounding out the top 5 was Andy Lewis and Warren Young. 6th through 10th, you had Mike Poole, Christian Taylor, Jordan Schur, Mark Parkhurst, and Logan Physician. We take a look at our points. Cam Patterson, he moves up to first place in our points. He's got a 16-point lead on second place Warren Young. Cody Moore moves up 5 spots after his second place finish. He's up in the top 5. And Christian Taylor moved up 6 to get into the top 10, sitting in 7th now. Andy Lewis had the biggest jump out of anybody. He moved up 11 spots. He moved up from dead last to 14th after last week's race with his top 5 finish. And David Mayo and John McIntyre falling out of the top 10, both losing 4 spots last week. We take a look at our way too early playoff picture. Cam Patterson, Warren Young, Cody Moore all with 1 win. Cam Patterson with 7 playoff points. He got all of them last week. As far as team points go, Mighty Donut Motorsports has now taken the lead from Team Send It, with Storm Motorsports close behind, followed by Off Camber Racing, Minor Motorsports, and First Lap Legends. Look at your leaderboard right now. Cam Patterson with the fastest time so far in practice, with Mark Parkhurst and Tony Osborne tied for second right behind him. Ben Madden, Tyler Smith rounding out your top 5. With this being the Never Forget 300 tonight, let's check out a couple of these guys' paint schemes. Went with a patriotic vibe. Of course, we remember the tragedy of 9/11. Mark Parkhurst with a nice American flag design there on his car. Justin Bell's ride's looking very sharp there in that blue. I like it a lot. Andy Lewis with an American flag Bass Pro Sops machine. Frank Warner with a nice light blue 911 scheme there. Jack Scoville with a nice design there on his car, as well as Tyler Smith there with the Skyline on the hood, looking very, very good. Ryan Castleberry also with some decals on his car. You can see the logo there on Cam Patterson's hood. See if we can get a better angle on that. The answer is no, but he's also running a 911 scheme there. As well as Chris Bishop, Shane Fuller. Logan Physician as well with the American Wrangler machine there. Mike Poole with a nice ride there, as well as Cody Moore. Christian Taylor as well with the patriotic 911 scheme there. These cars are going to be looking good tonight. We've got about 3 minutes left to go here in practice, and then we'll be getting into our 10-minute qualifying session to see who's going to be leading this race off. Before we do get started with this race, we're going to have a special word from league owner Cody Moore, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And it's definitely going to be a real fun race tonight. The weather here at the track for practice, nice 82 degrees, track temps right at 99. It's a little windy with 10-mile-an-hour wind out of the west. It's a little overcast, a little cloudy. So we'll see what kind of conditions we get for qualifying and the race. Got a lot of cool camera angles for you tonight, courtesy of SimWrap Market. Got a nice view there of the start-finish line. You see everybody apparently wrecking into the infield there. Looks like somebody tried to take the chicane and failed. We've got some nice pit road cameras tonight, including a run right here at the whatever the hell you call this line. In pit road line. That's what we'll call it. Beautiful sky cam showing all of Charlotte Motor Speedway. I've sat in these grandstands before. Right there by the start of pit road. It was a good time. And then, yeah, of course, we got an assortment of TV angles for you tonight. Should be able to get some good views of Justin Bell making this pass here on Chris Bishop. Sadly, I don't have enough camera controls to see all of the camera options I have. But it definitely should be a fun race tonight, a good race, and I'm definitely excited to watch it. We got about 30 seconds left till they qualify. You see the 38 car there, Cam Patterson hitting the track for his qualifying laps. He had a great race last week at COTA, finishing second in stage 1, winning stage 2 and the race. So we'll see if he can be just as fast tonight here at an oval track. You've also got Cody Curran here in the number 3 car. He's making his first appearance of the season. Longtime Donut Box Racing League's competitor. Jordan Schurer makes his way onto the track as well, along with several other drivers. Cam comes across the stripe to set his first time. He sets a 30.53. We'll see if he's able to improve on that with his second lap. You see Cody Curran about 3/10 behind him there. Cam Patterson comes across the stripe with a 30.36. Pretty good lap there from Cam. I can't remember what the practice times were, but looking at these other drivers' times, I feel like a 30.36 is fairly good. As he goes a little Drift King action there to finish out his laps. We'll have a quick word here with that rookie driver. Not a rookie driver, but he's a young driver. Hey, Cam. Cam, you there, buddy? He seems to have went away from his computer there. Who else we got back out on track right now? See Justin Bell coming across the stripe. He's going to be in 7th place in your standings right now. You see Andy Lewis making his way off of pit road. That's a beautiful car right there. His paint does say 08 tonight, so that's going to make my job a lot easier. I appreciate it, Andy. You see Cody Moore in that 88 machine. He takes pole spot from Cam Patterson with a 30.299. Good lap there out of Cody. And a 23 of Tyler Smith. He's finished his 2nd lap. He moves up into 3rd place. I apologize. He was in 2nd, and then Cody moved him down to 3rd, setting his quick time. You see the 32 car Ryan Castleberry making his way off of pit road to begin his qualifying. Uh-oh. That's one way to enter pit road, but I don't think that's what he wanted to do, setting his lap times. We look at 98 car Warren Young. Looking at Warren Young reminds me of something I forgot to show you guys. It's our top 10 challenge that we do here over in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Of course, you look at the top 10 after week 1, and then after Phoenix, we had 5 drivers eliminated, leaving David Mayo, Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., and Warren Young. And then last week at COTA, David Mayo and Jimmy McIntyre were both eliminated. So your 3 drivers still in the running to win the top 10 challenge are Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, and Warren Young. So we'll be watching to see how they finish tonight and see if they're able to keep their streak alive. Oh, ooh, man. Warren, buddy. I saw all 4 wheels of that car lift off the ground there. Let's go take another look at that, shall we? Hang on. Let me get this to work. There it goes. Sorry about that. Let's rewind it one more time here. I promise I'm a professional. We're going to hop on board. You see Warren Young, he's riding kind of that high line through 3 and 4. Kind of loses it and just wham! Right into the barrels. It's not where you want to be, man. You don't want to be on them barrels, Warren. So we go back live here, see if we got anybody on track. We don't have a single driver on track right now. It seems like everybody's content with the lap times that they have set. We've got a total of 24 drivers registered. We've got 22 times set currently. Cody Moore, Cam Patterson, Tyler Smith, Jordan Schur, Chris Bishop leading the way. Your top 5 in qualifying: Scott Ford Jr., Justin Bell, Tony Osborne, Shane Fuller, and Jack Scoville round out the top 10. We've got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the session here. We'll see if those other 2 drivers who have yet to set a time, we'll see if they hop out on track at all. As we look at this beautiful camera angle here of Charlotte Motor Speedway. Almost my home track. I live in the great state of North Carolina, but my home track is technically Darlington with how close I am to it. It's about a 2.5 hour drive compared to about 3 to 3.5 for Charlotte, but both are pretty close. And I've been to both multiple times. Charlotte Motor Speedway is actually where I watched the legend Austin Dillon win his first Cup Series race in real life. He's not been very great as of late. Got a few fun facts for you guys while we're hanging out waiting for this to wrap up. Last year at Charlotte for Xfinity Season 1, Cody Moore was your pole winner, just like this year. And he led over half of the laps. He led 79 of 134. They only did 134 laps last year. 8 different leaders during that race. Cody Moore and Jack Scoville won the stages, and there was only 3 cautions. Only 1 wreck. The other 2 were the stage cautions. When it comes to Donut Box racing leagues as a whole, a really interesting stat: Shane Fuller, at every Donut Box event he's shown up to at Charlotte, he's won every time. He's got a 100% win rate at Charlotte. Right now he's qualified 9th, so we'll see if he can continue that streak of winning at Charlotte in the Donut Box Series. But as qualifying gets ready to wrap up, we're going to turn the music down. We'll be having Cody Moore hop in here soon with some words to begin this race. But it's definitely looking to be a good night. Hey, buddy, it's all yours.
All right, thank you much, guys. On Tuesday, September 11th, 2001, 4 commercial aircraft were hijacked. At 8:46 a.m., the hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 into the northern face of the World Trade Center's North Tower. 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., a second plane, United Airlines Flight 175, was crashed into the southern side of the Southern Tower. A mere 34 minutes later, a third hijacked plane, American Airlines Flight 77, was flown straight into the Pentagon. The fourth plane, United Airlines Flight 93, was crashed into Stony Creek Township near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, after the passengers fought back hearing about the other 3 flights. At 9:59 a.m., 56 minutes after being hit, the Southern Tower collapsed. A short time later, at 10:28 a.m., the North Tower collapsed after burning for 102 minutes. Due to all the falling debris, World Trade Center 7 caught on fire, burned for 7 hours, and then collapsed at 5:21 p.m. due to the damages. In the aftermath, 2,606 who were in the towers and surrounding area, 256 who were on the planes, 125 in the Pentagon, and another 125 people at the Pentagon lost their lives, and another 6,000 people were injured. We are going to take a minute of silence to honor all 2,977 who lost their lives on that terrible day in 2001. Thank you. And with that, let's get the Never Forget 300 underway.
Absolutely, as we will never forget the sad times of 9/11. Thank you to Cody for that speech there. We take another look at all our patriotic paint schemes that people are breaking out tonight. We take another up in the sky look here at beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway as these cars are getting ready to grid up for the start of this race. As they line up on the front stretch. We'll start going through your starting lineup for tonight. Unseen on track there, number 88, Cody Moore. There he is. He's your pole sitter, followed by the 38, Cam Patterson. Tyler Smith there in the 23 is going to be rolling off third tonight, followed by Jordan Schurr in fourth place in that number 6 machine. Fifth place belongs to Chris Bishop, followed by Scott Ford Jr. in sixth. Seventh place goes to the 7, Justin Bell. Family man Tony Osborne right behind him in eighth. Rolling off ninth tonight is going to be the 57 car Shane Fuller, followed by the 15 of Jack Scoville, rounding out the top 10. In the 11th spot, you've got the 64 car Bill Sleep. He's followed by the number 12 car, or number 3 car there of Cody Kern in 12th. In 13th, you've got the 08 of Andy Lewis, followed by the 78 of Logan Physician. Warren Young sits 15th, followed by the 96 of Christian Taylor in 16th. 17th belongs to Michael Poole. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. rolls off 18th, with Frank Warner behind in 19th. And the 35 David Mayer rounds out your top 20. Mark Parkhurst in the 04 rolls off 21st. Ryan Castleberry 22nd. And the 2 drivers that did not qualify as the 2 car there of John McIntyre and the 33 of Ben Madden. As we turn our attention back out front, you see them coming through turn 4. The pace car, you'll see him drop down onto pit road. And Cody Moore and Cam Patterson will lead these cars into the restart zone as we get ready to get the Never Forget 300 underway. Green flag is out at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cody Moore leads Cam Patterson down into turn 1. Tyler Smith gets a good start behind, followed by Christopher Bishop. Jordan Schurr is stuck on the high side right now, so he's losing some ground. You have Justin Bell getting by him. Your front 4 single file, and it's 2 by 2 behind. These 2 up front battled all race last week. They're looking to do it again. So they come side by side out of turn 4. Cam Patterson has the momentum coming across the stripe, and he's going to take the lead over after 1 lap. Cody Moore is going to follow right behind. As you see your top 6 or 7 getting single filed out. We go back. You got Tony Osborne, Jordan Schurr side by side going down the back stretch. Jack Scoville sticking his name in there too. Bill Sleep and Cody Curran right behind. Jordan and Tony still side by side. We go a little bit farther up front. You see Christopher Bishop in front of Shane Fuller there. Just ahead, you've got the 7 of Justin Bell. He's looking to make a move there on the 23 of Tyler Smith, and he gets to his outside. Look like Jack Scoville in the background there getting into the wall. But they go side by side into turn 3. Tyler Smith blinking out a little bit, and you see the 7 car get loose there. Go up the track. 42 Chris Bishop's also going to take that spot from him. It's a big change so far. Justin Bell falling back. Scott Ford Jr. He's looking to move up into 6th. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore running away with this one out front. A lot of good racing so far on these 4 laps. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore, Tyler Smith still managing to hold on to your top 3 right now. Tyler Smith's under pressure though now. He's under pressure from Chris Bishop and Shane Fuller. They're both looking to his inside. Looks like Chris Bishop is able to make the pass, and we've got our first yellow flag. We'll see if we can figure out and see what happened there. Let's go ahead and rewind and see if we can figure it out. Give me just a second here as I try to see what happened. Why that yellow flag came out. All right. You see Warren Young here side by side with Bill Sleep, and Bill just catches the corner there of Warren Young and sends him hard into the outside wall. That's not going to be a good start for either of those cars. Heavy damage on both vehicles. We'll take a look on board here with Bill Sleep. You see Warren Young there on his inside, and they just get together. Hard impacts for both vehicles. That's not a good start for either of those guys, but they do have one faster pair. One chance to get those cars fixed up. As you see Bill Sleep and Warren Young in pit road now. You got a few drivers behind. Maybe capitalizing, getting some fresh tires. 96, Christian Taylor. 84, Michael Poole, among others. Maybe they're hoping if they pit now, they might find a way to stretch the fuel out till the end, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to. Cam Patterson still leading the way of this race. Cody Moore right behind. Christopher Bishop, Tyler Smith, Shane Fuller round out the top 5. Warren Young's got that car fixed right back up thanks to that fast repair. As you see our drivers come across the start-finish line, they'll be choosing their lanes right here. A lot of folks choosing the inside. A few brave souls choosing the outside. So far, through 8 laps, the fastest lap of the race goes to this man in the 04, Mark Parkhurst, with a 30.853. He's the quickest in the field so far tonight. He's made up some ground starting out 21st. He's made his way up to 13th. He appears to be the biggest mover of tonight's race so far. As we get ready for the pace car to drive off once more and get this race back underway here at Charlotte for the Never Forget 300, 8 laps in. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out. Cam Patterson gets a good jump there on Cody Moore. He's going to lead the way here into turn 1. Cody Moore right behind with Christopher Bishop in 3rd. Shane Fuller found his way to 4th here on that restart, just as we talked about. He's won every time he's been at Charlotte here in the Donut Box Racing Leagues, so we'll see if he can make it happen again. Tyler Smith, of course, he's fallen back to 5th now. He's got a little bit of pressure behind from Scott Ford, Jack Scoville, Justin Bell all right behind. Getting single file out, but Shane Fuller, he goes to the high side. He's looking to get by Chris Bishop with the run. I think he's going to be able to get that pass done and find his way up to 3rd. As we go into turn 3 here on lap 10 of this race. See Justin Bell on the high side there. He's looking to get by Jack Scoville. Take over that 7th spot. He's now making his way around Scott Ford Jr. as well. He moves up into 6th place. Gaining 2 positions that lap. Cody Moore looks to the inside of Cam Patterson going into 3. He's going to see if he can get a run out of the corner here and challenge for the lead, but I don't think it's going to happen. He doesn't have the momentum that the outside lane does. As you see Justin Bell, after making those passes on the outside, he now goes to the inside of the 23, Tyler Smith, and he makes that pass happen. He now makes his way into the top 5. And 62, Scott Ford Jr. He appears like he's also going to get by the 23 and move up into the 6th spot. And Jordan Schur is going to follow right behind him. Tyler Smith is falling back fast, but it could just be saving tires. But he is definitely going backwards right now. Qualified 3rd, and he now finds himself sitting in 7th place. You see the 04 of Mark Parkhurst there. He's moved his way up to 12th. He's looking to move into 11th place now, taking it from Tony Osborne. But we look back up front. Cody Moore is on the inside of Cam Patterson for the lead, as they go side by side through 3 and 4. Shane Fuller right behind these two. In fact, the top 5 all pretty close, within half a second so far in this race. They're still side by side across the front stretch going into 1. Cody Moore, Cam Patterson battling here at Charlotte just like they did last week at COTA. Looks like Cam's able to hold him off for a couple more laps here. Cody looking to the inside again. Although Cam seems pretty content to run that high side. Cody Moore doing anything he can to get to that bottom, see if he can get by him. With all this battling, Shane Fuller has snuck his way right up to Cody's bumper now. The top 5's breaking away a little bit, and then you've got Scott Ford Jr. in 6th. Jack Scoville in the background getting to the wall again. He's already messing up the right side of that car. He's gotten into that wall a few times. 3 car there, Cody Curran right behind him. And you see Jordan Schur and Mark Parkhurst there battling side by side for 10th. Cam increasing his lead slightly over Cody Moore. Shane Fuller might be looking to get by his teammate here soon. Oh, you see the 7 car, Justin Bell. He gets a little loose, goes up the track. That's going to open the door for Scott Ford Jr. to likely make his way here into the top 5. Look behind him, you see Tyler Smith, Jack Scoville, Cody Curran in the tight group right there. This is your battle for 6th place right now between these 4. Cody Curran's moving his way up. He started out 12th, sitting in that 8th spot right now. Justin Bell currently with your fastest lap of the race. But he might have used up his stuff a little bit too much here. As you see him actually going into pit road. Pit window now opening for a lot of drivers. You see a lot of Mighty Donut Motorsports cars coming into pit road. 88 Cody Moore, 7 of Justin Bell, and the 6 of Jordan Schur. As well as the 33 of Ben Madden. That's every Mighty Donut Motorsports car. Making their way onto pit road on lap 20 of 45 here. Not sure if any of them are going to take tires here or if they're going to save their tire sets till the end. It does appear to be fuel only for everybody as they make their way off of pit road. Another group of cars coming into pit here. You got Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller, Scott Ford Jr., and I believe that is the 78 car, Logan position. It is. They all make their way onto pit road now. Chris Bishop in the 42, your leader right now with the pit stops happening. He's got about a 1-second lead over the 23 of Tyler Smith. But all these drivers will have to pit at least once during this stage. Oh, Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller almost get into it coming off of pit road. You see the 38 go up the track there. They're 3 wide trying to get around him. Ooh, the 98 Warren Young comes up across the track as you see the 10 of Tony Osborne going into pit road. Things are getting spicy here during these pit stops. Several more cars making their way down pit road. You've got Chris Bishop, Tyler Smith, Tony Osborne, Shane Fuller again coming down pit road. I wonder if he is serving a penalty, if he ended up getting a speeding penalty on his first stop. Not quite sure. But he is definitely hanging out on pit road. 3 car of Cody Curran, your current leader. Still 9 cars left on track that are yet to make their pit stops. See Cody Curran and Mark Parkhurst battling for the lead right now. Curran going to go to pit road. It's going to leave the 04 and the 15 now to battle for the lead during this pit cycle. The 32 car Ryan Castleberry has also made his way to pit road. I expect you'll see most of these drivers coming in soon. They probably only have about 5 to 7 laps left of fuel. But right now the 04 is content to lead this thing. He comes across the stripe here for lap 26. The 81 car, Jamie McIntyre Jr., he's in 3rd right now due to the pit stops. He's having himself a bit of a rough start to this race, qualifying 18th, but he's looking to make his way forward. No takers this time either for pit road. Out of the cars that have made stops, Cody Moore has taken the spot here from Cam Patterson, but Cam is still right behind Cody's actually on his way to unlap himself, as well as Cam. Warren Young, he's a little farther back from those two. He's in your technical third place spot here with the pit cycle. It's going to be a close battle tonight between these two, just like it was last week. Both guys are fast. It's just going to be who can keep it clean and stay consistent. We go a little bit farther back. You see the 9-car Frank Warner on the bottom there. He's yet to come in for his pit stop, and he's got the 6 and Jordan, and he's into the wall. Oh no! Frank Warner into the wall off the nose of the 6. Frank, that car is not looking good, buddy. Oh, the rear end of that car is messed up. Let's go back and watch that again. That causes some havoc with the pit cycles. Of course, Frank Warner, one of the cars yet to pit, so he was on a little bit of a slower pace. We'll go back and watch that again from a different angle. You see them side by side going into the corner here, and Frank on them old tires just slides up a little bit. The 6 maybe comes down a hair, and the 9-car hard into the outside wall. All the other cars were able to get by that with no issue. Frank Warner, of course, not glad to see his race start like that in the first stage. You see that car go hard into the outside wall. He's got the wheel turned about 90 degrees just to keep it driving straight. It's not good there for the number 9 car as he makes his way onto pit road to get that fast repair. All the other cars that stayed out during that run are now making their pit stops, and you've got a few drivers that are going to have to end up getting waiver rounds. It appears that Cody Moore was able to unlap himself before that wreck happened, so pretty good timing for Cody there. But everybody from, you got Cam Patterson, Warren Young, Justin Bell, Chris Bishop, Jordan Schur, Tyler Smith, Logan Physician, Bill Sleep, all these guys that have made their pit stops already. They're going to have to get a wave around and go to the back of the field here for this restart. It's worked out pretty good for the guys that waited for that pit stop. It's one of the harder things about strategies. You never know if there's going to be a yellow. And your top 3 right now, Jack Scoville, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Andrew Lewis, they're all looking good for track position for the end of this stage. Currently on lap 31. Stage yellow will be at the end of lap 45. Jack Scoville won one of the stages last season here at Charlotte, and we'll see if he's going to be able to do it again. See if we can get a good, quick word in with that number 15 car there. Jack, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, man, you stayed out, didn't take a pit stop during that green flag run, and now the track position is going to pay off for you here. Looks like you've got the 04 and the 2 car in front of you here on track. I thought you were in the lead out of the cars that stayed out. But still, third place isn't too bad. How's the car feeling so far tonight?
It's a little on edge. Yeah, we had a slow pit stop for whatever apparent reason. So that kind of sucked. I wanted to get out in front of Mark and see what I could do, but we're going to hope that they can, we'll be able to get by them, and we will just try to run our race and I mean, ideally, we're going to collect some stage points here, which we have some of the freshest tires on the track, which I probably shouldn't have told everybody. So, should be able to get some stage points here, and we'll go from there.
You think there's a chance of this being a cautions breed cautions situation here with all those cars that have already taken their pit stops trying to get their track position back here?
Potentially, but I also don't foresee another caution before the stage. Just I think people are going to try to take it easy and conserve their cars, and hopefully so for my sake. I don't want to get caught up in anybody's crap, so we're going to try this.
Alrighty, looks like you'll be starting second row on the outside, so I'll wish you luck and I'll send you back on down there. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jesse.
That was Mr. Jack Scoville, driver of the 15. Timing and scoring messed me up. I thought he was the first place car for this restart. Turns out it's the 04 Mark Parkhurst. He's going to be leading the way into the Geico restart zone when the pace car comes off. John McIntyre on his outside. Row 2 is going to be David Mayo and Jack Scoville. Row 3 is where you'll find the 88 or the 08 of Andy Lewis and the 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Pace car comes off. 04 will be your control car on the inside going into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Lap 33 of 200 for the Never Forget 300. Looks like the 2-car John McIntyre, he had a bad launch there. You see the 35 and the 08 on the bottom lane getting a good run here. They're staying side by side into turn 3. 15 gets into the back bumper of the 2, sends him a little sideways. Jack may be sending a message of, hey man, if you're going to be that bad on a restart, I need you to move. I'm losing tons of position here. 35 car David Mayo up into the second spot, but not for long. You see the 08 there, Andy Lewis, to his outside. He's likely going to be able to make the pass here into turn 3, and he does. So that lets Mark Parkhurst get out to about a second lead here. You can see the gap there to second place. We'll see if he can hold them off here and get his second stage win of the year. Andrew Lewis, David Mayo, Jack Scoville in the top 4 right now, and then there's a pretty big gap back to 5th. Warren Young being scored a lap down. He sees the 88, the 38, the 2, and the 81. Everybody going by him. What in the world? He pulled the parachute. Maybe he's just saying, I ain't battling for a position. I'm the only car a lap down. I'm going to drop back here and get my lucky dog. But right now he's 3 wide with Tyler Smith, Cody Curran. I do have to point this out real quick. Let's get a shot from our drone camera. Anything look weird with that number on the roof of that 3 car? Come on, Cody. It's backwards, bud. It's backwards. Jack Scoville, he talked about getting stage points, and he's on the move right now. He's moved his way up to 3rd. He's got Andy Lewis in his way to see if he can get to Mark Parkhurst before this stage ends. David Mayo holding down that 4th spot, and then there's about a 4-second gap back to 5th place, Cody Moore. My apologies, it looks like Jimmy McIntyre Jr. was able to get around both Cody Moore and Cam Patterson that lap. You see Frank Warner, he's going underneath the 38 car now. A lot of these cars with the fresher tires, due to not pitting under the green flag, Frank Warner one of them. He finds himself moving into 7th place right now. Jack Scoville has gotten around Andy Lewis, and we've got about 6 laps left to go in the stage. Jack Scoville with your fastest lap of the race so far with a 30.429. Absolutely cruising on these fresh tires. Mark Parkhurst has fresh tires too, though. So we'll see if Mark's able to hold him off for this stage win. 9-car Frank Warner moving up some more. He's gotten by the 88 now of Cody Moore to move into 6th place. Rounding out your top 10 is Cody Moore, Cam Patterson, John McIntyre, and Cody Curran right now. 96, Chris Taylor. He was in the top 10 last lap, but he lost a couple of positions. He finds himself sitting 12th right now. Jack Scoville hasn't been able to gain on Mark Parkhurst. And Andy Lewis is actually running a bit faster than Jack Scoville now. Andy's looking to get that 2nd place spot back. As both these American flag machines drive through turns 1 and 2 here at Charlotte. The 3-car Cody Curran, he's on the move. He's gotten by Cam Patterson. He's now on the inside Cody Moore. Cody Curran goes from 9th to 7th this lap. He's looking to get him some stage points in his first race of the season here. Current drivers laps down are Warren Young, Bill Sleep, and Shane Fuller. Currently on track 2 laps down right now. I believe he must have had some sort of penalty from his pit stop, but I'm not exactly sure. As the 04, Mark Parkhurst has extended his lead out to about a 2nd now. About 1.5 laps to go here in the stage. It's definitely his to lose. Andrew Lewis and Jack Scoville are going to have a good battle for 2nd behind him. Andy within a 10th now of the 15 machine of Jack Scoville. Got a bit of a battle for the 5th spot here. Frank Warner's been closing in on Jimmy McIntyre Jr. He's about a 10th faster a lap, so he's looking to move into the top 5 for the stage in that Storm Motorsports Toyota Supra. And that'll be your stage. Mark Parkhurst, Jack Scoville, Andrew Lewis, David Mayo, Jimmy McIntyre round out the top 5, followed by Frank Warner, Cody Curran, Cody Moore, Cam Patterson, and John McIntyre, all scoring stage points. See if we can get a quick word here with the 04 machine, Mark Parkhurst, before they get ready to make their pit stops. Hey Mark, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me, man?
Gotcha.
Hey, congrats on the stage win. How's the car feeling so far?
It's feeling pretty good. I've been trying not to push it too hard, trying to save my tires a little bit. That whole opportunity to get to the front kind of fell right into my lap there with that caution. I ran it long and it worked out perfectly. So gotta mix the strategy around a little bit from what I originally planned, and hopefully I'll be talking to you again in another 45 laps.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like you saved the tires pretty good there near the end of the stage. The 15 car, Jack Scoville behind you there, he was catching you for a while, and then you extended that lead back out. I'll go ahead and send you back down and let you complete your pit stop, and congrats on the stage win.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, little bit of strategy here from the 04 as he stays out. I'll send you back down with your team. Thank you, bud.
I appreciate it.
It looks like he is going to stay out on track. 98 of Warren Young, he's your lucky dog as he goes around. The whole entire rest of the field found their way onto pit road here. Other than a few of these lap cars. I'm going to stay out and get that wave around. Taking a look at your race off of pit road here. This is a sick camera angle. I don't care what you say. You had Mark stay out. The 57 car, Shane Fuller. He's 2 laps down currently. Bill Sleep behind him, also a lap down. Looks like out of the lead lap cars, let's see. Looks like out of the lead lap cars, Tony Osborne is your leader right now. Well, pardon me, Mark Parkhurst is your leader. Tony Osborne going to be second place with these lap cars. Followed by the 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Looks like a couple of guys went fuel only. You see the 10 car, he comes down pit road now, actually. Let's have a quick word of the driver of the 57, Shane Fuller, and figure out what happened to him here in stage 1. Hey Shane, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me, man?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What happened to you in stage 1, man? You were looking good, and then did you get a penalty on your green flag stop, or what happened?
Oh, yeah. Someone got a little too cocky and forgot where the pit exit line was and was doing about 65 at the end of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
You're
so
not supposed
had to
do
come
that,
in for
man.
the... Nope. Had to come in. Had the 40-second hold, so...
Well, it looks like
And
you're
here
going
I
to be stuck 2 laps down right now due to Mark Parkhurst staying out.
Well, I'm trying to get the wave around right here, so I don't need to let these guys by.
Mark Parkhurst, the 04 in front of you, is on the lead lap.
Oh, is he?
He is your leader. Sorry to disappoint you.
Oh. Well,
But,
that's fun.
Yep, you're going to be stuck 2 laps down here, but if you have some cautions and some luck, you'll probably end up back on the lead lap and back into contention.
Yeah, it is a long race. We'll be all right.
All right, buddy. I'll send you back down to your teammates. And
Well, I
good luck the rest
appreciate
of the
you.
way.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming and check on me. That's
Yes, sir.
that's what's going on.
All right, that's your race update with Shane Fuller.
Yep.
I love Shane. He's a great guy. Probably definitely disappointed that he does not get the wave around here as they come to the choose line. Parkhurst goes low, McIntyre high. Several other drivers making their choose here. A couple of borderline late decisions, but I think everybody's gonna make it through okay here as the whole back of the field goes to about 10 miles an hour. 04 gonna lead your way on the front row with the 81. Row 2 is to Storm Motorsports drivers, Frank Warner, Jack Scoville. Row 3 gonna be Cody Moore and Andy Lewis. And you go back to row 4, it's gonna be Chris Bishop and then Cody Curran. Row 5, Tyler Smith, Cam Patterson for this restart here. Mark Parkhurst, he was able to win that stage. Now he stays out on 21 lap old tires. Only has to make 1 pit stop anyways for this second stage, so he might just be saving tire sets for the end here. The whole rest of the field, well, pardon me, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Frank Warner are also likely on old tires. Jack Scoville, your first car with 4 fresh ones. As the restart, they go into the restart zone and Mark Parkhurst gets a good launch there on the inside. 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. falls back in the 15 there. Jack Scoville makes his way to the inside of the 81. He's going to take over that second spot immediately. You got 3 wide behind him. Cody Moore, Chris Bishop get by Frank Warner on the old tires. Cody Curran going to look to the inside of the 9 here, going into turn 3. Cody Moore moving his way back through the field. During the pit cycle, the green flag stops. Under the last caution, Cody Moore was first place out of that group, followed closely by Cam Patterson. So he's looking to make his way back to the front. But in the front, you got the 15 now, Jack Scoville, side by side with Mark Parkhurst. Going into turn 3, Jack Scoville on the fresh tires is going to be able to make that pass easily and see what kind of lead he can extend out here in stage 2. Carnage behind, as you see Frank Warner still losing spots on those old tires. Tyler Smith able to get by him along with Jordan Schur, and then you've got John McIntyre to his inside now, along with, I believe, Logan Position. Scott Ford Jr. right behind. Frank Warner losing spots every lap. Restarted on row 2, and he finds himself all the way back in 12th. First and second place kind of spread out. Cody Moore establishes himself in 3rd. You see the 38 Cam Patterson, probably your candidate for leading the most laps so far. He makes his way into 4th place now. Jimmy McIntyre Jr., he's also on old tires. You see him dropping back on the outside lane there. Getting passed by a lot of these guys on freshies. Mark's done a good job of holding down 2nd place so far with 26 lap old tires, but it's not going to last forever. As you see that 88 machine Cody Moore go low. Get around the 0-4 through turns 3 and 4. Cam Patterson going to follow right behind. And now he looks to the high side of the 88. He's not going to have the momentum, though. Chris Bishop in that 42 also able to follow him through. And the 3 of Cody Curran. So just as I said something about Mark being able to hold down that 2nd spot, he gets passed by 4 cars almost immediately. Jack Scoville with about a 1.2 second lead right now in stage 2. Stage 2 is going to go all the way to 90 laps. Drivers will have to make one stop for fuel. We check in with a couple of drivers. It looks like the 7, Justin Bell. He's our first car into pit road. It's lap 58. He will be able to make it on fuel from here. So he goes with the short pit option to give himself the quickest time on pit road here. I'm sure we'll start to see other takers to pit road. But you might have more folks that would rather wait. Donut Box Xfinity Series is known for having few cautions, as we've had 2 of them, and that's already more than we had last season here at Charlotte. Couple more drivers than last stage might want to go along to see if they can not get trapped a lap down on older stuff. But as Jack Scoville builds this lead, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We saw the 3 car there, Cody Curran, hard into the outside wall. No yellow flag. He's got heavy damage on that Ford Mustang. Not sure why there isn't a yellow flag, but he's going to have to limp it all the way back around to pit road. Let's go take a look and see if we can spot what happened there to that 3 machine. He comes out of the corner, goes to go underneath Cam Patterson, and he just loses the car. Everyone else able to avoid him, and no caution. So that's going to be tough for that 3 car. As you see him make his way on the pit road now. He was in your top 5, and that's going to set him back, as he's going to have to take his fast repair. You've had a few drivers come down and take their pit stops to get fuel to finish the stage out. Cody Moore in the number 88 machine. Jordan Schur there in the 6 car among those who have pit. And the yellow flag is out. I question if we had another incident, or if that was just a yellow flag for Cody Curran's incident and it was super late. We take a look through the field. We'll go back and see if we can spot what might have happened there. I'm unable to see anything right now as far as that caution went. Yeah, I'm not able to find it. As the race off of pit road there is won by the 38, Cam Patterson. The 6 car Jordan Schur, he's technically a lap down right now. He's going to be getting the wave around. Cody Moore was your lucky dog. So he gets his way around and he's able to go to pit road if he'd like. He's actually got some damage on the back end of that Chevy Camaro. But if he was involved in the wreck that we could not find, he wouldn't have gotten the wave around. So I'm not very sure at all what that caution was about. We'll see if Cody Moore has any input on that for us here. Hey Cody, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that yellow flag there, was that for Cody Curran's incident, or was there a different incident on track that I couldn't find?
I didn't throw it. I have no idea. I didn't throw it. I don't know why
Okay.
we have a caution. It screwed me. I don't know why we have it.
All right. Yeah, the last thing that I was able to pick up was Cody Curran hitting the outside wall, but a solid couple of laps went by before the yellow flag came out, so I'm not very sure as we hit lap 69 here, but I'll send you on back down to your team. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
All right, so we've got our mystery caution of the night. You see 38 car there, Cam Patterson. He's going to be leading the way to the green flag when we come back. You know, that yellow flag might have screwed Cody more. It didn't screw me, though, as I was able to run and get some water. Gotta stay hydrated here for these 200 laps. And this is a tribute to Cody here, because it's cricket season in Texas. I've got a big old grasshopper apparently on one of my monitors here that I'm going to have to expertly remove live on air. Get off of my screen, kind sir. And go wherever the hell else you want to go other than on my screen. Alright, as we get ready to go back green here, pace car is off. Cam Patterson leads him into the restart zone. Green flag is out. He gets a good launch on the 15 of Jack Scoville. See the 2-car John McIntyre behind, along with the 78 of Logan Physician, and yellow flag is back out. That was awful fast. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here to cause the yellow to come out so quick. And I hate to break it to you again, but once again I see nothing. The 3-car of Cody Curran, he's now being shown as out of the race. I'll go back and see if something might have happened to him. I'm not very sure at all what could have happened there. There is absolutely no telling. I can show you guys here from the sky cam of the restart, and I see absolutely nothing happen here. This is very bizarre here in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Cautions flying left and right for non-obvious reasons. As we go back live here. And they'll re-rack them. You know, maybe it's all a ploy to get the 57 car Shane Fuller back on the lead lap.
Sorry to interfere with your broadcast, just hopping up to let you know that one was me trying to clear all black flags and hitting the clear yellow, or throw a yellow instead of clear black flags.
Oh,
That is
no.
why that caution happened. So we are restacking in the same order as what we chose. No one got to take the lucky dog, and we are going to be continuing.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you for that update, Mr. Cody Moore. You know,
Yeah,
I think
thank
you
you.
need a big red do not hit button right there on that throw yellow. Or a hit for emergencies only. But we're getting ready to go back green here, as they are back re-racked in the same order as Cody Moore said. Cam Patterson, Jack Scoville, your front row, followed by John McIntyre, Logan Physician. Third row, going to be Scott Ford Jr., Chris Bishop. Pace car is back off. As we watch the flagman throw the green flag here. They go back green at Charlotte with 74 laps of 200. Field goes flying past. Cam Patterson gets another good launch. John McIntyre able to follow him this time on the inside line to move into second. Jack Scoville holding off Logan Physician and Chris Bishop. Andy Lewis has made his way back up to the front of this field. He is sitting right behind those guys. As well as the 23 Tyler Smith, he's moving his way forward. He's able to get by Scott Ford Jr. The 42 Chris Bishop moved up 2 spots there on that first lap. Scott Ford Jr. falling back 3 laps. See the 2 car sitting in the number 2 place right now. John McIntyre sitting in 2nd place, seeing if he can catch Cam Patterson. Andrew Lewis is moving up towards the front of the field. He was able to pass Chris Bishop and Logan Physician that lap. Logan also passed by Tyler Smith. Andrew Lewis, fastest on the track last lap. He makes his way around the outside on the number 2 car. Oh, Chris Bishop into a wall. Jack Scoville into his back bumper, and the 42 car hard into the outside wall. They're wrecking behind. Multiple cars into the wall. Contact still being made. Heavy damage on the 42. Multiple cars involved. Bringing out yet another yellow here on lap 77. Let's take a closer look here at what happened. I saw the 42 get into the outside wall coming out of the corner. You see him coming through 3 and 4 here. When they come out of the corner, I'll slow it down for you as we look at our drone cam. 42 car gets a little loose out of the corner. He gets into the outside wall. 15 tries to go low, but can't react fast enough, and the 42 gets sideways and slams hard into the outside wall right there at the Geico restart zone. Heavy damage on the car, and you've got this whole field of drivers coming up, and he probably is having trouble steering that thing. You see the 98 Warren Young gets into, I believe that might have been Mike Poole there. Tony Osborne hard into the back end of the 42. Heavy damage to that machine. You see Christian Taylor, Cody Moore making a pass in the grass to avoid that one. But you've got heavy damage to the 42 and the 10. And you see more cars getting together. Look like Dave Mayo and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. there. Finishing that wreck out. As you see, Chris Bishop got his fast repair. He's got that car fixed back up, as well as the 10 car. The disappearing Magic Man, family man himself, Tony Osborne, with a brand new Chevy Camaro, as they catch back up to the field here. I do apologize. The cricket has made its way back onto my screen. I do have to fix that. Give me 1 second. Hopefully he'll leave me alone this time. Let's have a quick word with the family man, Tony Osborne. Get him up here into the booth. Hey Tony, it's Jesse up here in the booth. You got me, bud? Hey Tony, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, it looked like you had nowhere to go on that one after the 42 car got into the wall. Thankfully, you had a fast repair. I mean, did you have any chance to react there to avoid that wreck?
Everything happened so quick. I was coming off 3 wide off to the turn, and then I seen Bishop hit the wall, and I just didn't know really what to do, so I just hit the brakes and just went with it.
Yeah, you ended up, I think you even had a harder hit than he had into the outside wall, getting to the back end of him. But thankfully, you're able to get a fast repair and get you a brand new car. See if you can start making your way back towards the front. I'll go ahead and send you back down with your team. I just wanted to ask you how that wreck was from your perspective there, and glad you had a fast repair left.
Yeah, I hope I could keep it clean for the rest race.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tony. All these drivers do have one faster pair, if there does happen to be a caution. Cam Patterson remains out front of this race right now. Andy Lewis right behind him. Andy had a fast car there at the end of that, right before that yellow. As you see the cars coming through the choose zone here. 32 car Ryan Castleberry, he's quietly made his way up into the top 10. He's sitting in 6th place right now. He's having a good showing right now. A 9 car Frank Warner has also made his way up here into the top 10. As we look at the running order after the choose, you've got Cam Patterson, Andy Lewis, row 1. Row 2 is going to be John McIntyre and Tyler Smith. Scott Ford Jr. He's got Ryan Castleberry to his outside on row 3. Row 4, Frank Warner, long position. And row 5 is going to be Mark Parkhurst and Warren Young, unless there's supposed to be a car in between those two, but I don't think there is. As they tighten the field back up here as they roll through turn 4. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going back green this time. You see it go to the bottom of the track. Cam Patterson once again leads the field to the Geico restart zone. Green flag back out here at Charlotte. He gets a good launch. The 2 car also gets a good launch right behind him. Side by side with the 08 Andy Lewis going into turn 1. Cam Patterson gets out to the lead. Who's going to be taking over P2? Will it be John McIntyre or Andy Lewis? They're still fighting down the back stretch as they go into turn 3. Andy Lewis does get the advantage. He's able to hold on to that 2nd spot. Top 5 right now: Patterson, Lewis, McIntyre, Smith, Ford Jr. We've got about 7 laps left in this stage. It'll be the final stage caution before we tackle the last 110 laps of this race. See Frank Warner, Mark Parkhurst side by side for 7th place right now. Frank on slightly older tires. They're side by side in front of them for 5th. Scott Ford, Ryan Castleberry. Ryan Castleberry making his way into the top 5. I apologize, I missed it, but the 08 Andy Lewis has made his way to the lead now. He's made the pass on Cam Patterson last lap. And now Cam's fallen back, and he's under attack from the 23 of Tyler Smith. These guys are all... They all took their pit stops at the same time, but Cam Patterson's on older tires. He only took fuel last stop. So Andy Lewis on new tires, he's able to stretch this lead out. It's already up to 3/4 of a second. See the 23 Tyler Smith, he gets around Cam Patterson, moves into 2nd. I just realized Cam Patterson is on older tires. Mark Parkhurst also on old tires along with John McIntyre. Ryan Castleberry in 5th place right now. He's on new tires. Along with the 9 of Frank Warner, he's looking to make his way into 6th place. He gets around the 2 car John McIntyre fairly easy. Frank looking to pick up some good stage points tonight, because we've got lots of good racing throughout this field right now. You see Christian Taylor. He's He's on a bit older tires, but so is Warren Young. He's trying to make his way into the top 10 to get himself a stage point. The 96 and the 98 battling it out here. Chris Taylor's able to make the pass, as he's got Scott Ford and John McIntyre in front of him now. He's going to be able to get around that 2 car. John McIntyre as well. He picks up 2 spots that last lap, as John McIntyre is struggling on those old tires right now. Shane Fuller, he's making moves. He's in your lucky dog position now when this stage caution does occur. In the 15 car, Jack Scoville, he might have had some trouble, as he is way off pace. Not sure what's happening with that 15 machine, but he is about 21 seconds back from the rest of the field, as Andy Lewis leads the way to the white flag of stage 2 with a 1.7 second lead. Caution is out. We might have had another incident, folks. 7 car Justin Bell just had to tow. Let's go and look and see what might have happened to that 7 machine. You see, he's got the 35 car, David Mayo, behind. As they go through turns 3 and 4, looked like he might have got a touch loose, and David Mayo is on his outside, and the 7 hard into the outside wall. And that car would not move. 7 car has to tow. We go back and look at that one more time from the 35 car's point of view. Might have just been a bit of net code, but the 7 with a violent impact into that wall. David Mayo appears to have gotten out of that okay, but he might have some slight damage to that machine. As we go back live here, you see Dave Mayo making his pit stop, but the 08 Andy Lewis does take home the stage. He's going to stay out here. Mark Parkhurst, Tyler Smith, Ryan Castleberry, Frank Warner round out your stage top 5. Cam Patterson, Mike Poole, Christian Taylor, Chris Bishop, Scott Ford Jr. round out the top 10. Several cars, of course, making pit stops here in the stage. The 04 car, Mark Parkhurst, with a 6.8 second stop, likely taking fuel only. It appears everybody else did take a set of Goodyear Eagles under this pit stop. 57 car, Shane Fuller. He gets the lucky dog and finds his way back onto the lead lap after his earlier penalty. It appears we did have a few drivers that stayed out during that stage. Of course, Andy Lewis being one of them. David Mayo scored a lap down. He'll be dropping back. Jack Scoville, he stayed out during that pit stop there. Puts him up into second place. along with the 42 Chris Bishop. So your top three, your top four actually are on old tires. And the car in first with the freshest tires is Cam Patterson and that 38 machine. So we'll have to wait and see how quickly he can get back by the rest of the field. As they get ready to head towards the Chews. We're going to go ahead and go take a quick break. We'll be right back with you. I just realized I'm being a bad streamer. I haven't even checked in with the chat once tonight, so my apologies for that. Go take a look and see if we've got anybody hanging out in there. We got George Patterson rooting on Cam Patterson. Christian's wife Danielle's cheering him on, and we've got a fan of 23 Tyler Smith out there tonight as well. We got 21 of y'all tuned into this race tonight. I appreciate you for coming out as they go into the Geico restart zone. Andrew Lewis leads them off, followed by Jack Scoville. Mark Parkhurst and Christopher Bishop goes into the grass. That's not how you want to enter pit road. You don't want to take the green flag and then be looking at the driver of the pace car. That is not good. For the 42, he might have just had got loose on the old tires there on the restart. But Andy Lewis still holding on to this lead. Top four is kind of broken away as you see Chris Taylor in the background getting loose there. Coming off the corner slideways. Cody Moore, Warren Young going to get around him. Followed by the 32. Ryan Castleberry's now on his outside. Scary moment there for the 96, but he did a good job saving it. As your top four is kind of broken away. Jack Scoville, after his whatever issue he might have had on the last green flag run, he finds himself making his way out to the lead now. He's on old tires, but his tires are still 12 laps fresher than Andrew Lewis. So he's making his way to the lead, and he's already built up about a 0.3 of a second lead. Cam Patterson, though, in your 38 on the inside line there, he's got fresh tires, brand new Goodyears on that car. He makes his way by third and second to move into second himself, and now he's going to work on reeling in Jack Scoville to make his way back out to the front. As we've got another yellow flag here. The 96 car, Christian Taylor, currently sitting on pit road. I'm assuming he must have towed. We'll go back and take a look and see if we can see what happened here to the 96. I'm assuming that's what would have brought the caution out. No, it appears that he just pulled off the track. No crashes detected here in iRacing other than Chris Bishop's mistake on the restart. I'm assuming what might have happened there is the 96 might not have just pulled off the track far enough and ended up bringing out the yellow. As we go back live, you see several drivers choosing to come down pit road. 15, Jack Scoville, the 08, Andy Lewis, the 04, Mark Parkhurst, all takers of tires here on lap 100. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore, your first two drivers that stayed out. Those are the two that battled during stage 1 before our green flag pit stops. Ryan Castleberry right behind them in third. Making his first appearance in the top 5, we've got the 84 car, Mike Poole. Let's see what's going on with the number 84 and have a chat, shall we? Hey, Mike, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Man, you had a quiet race so far, and I just happened to look and see you've made your way up to 4th. How's your car feeling tonight?
Car's feeling good. Doing a good job burning the tires off. That last stage, I ran 2 sets through the stage to make up some places and finish in 7th for the stage. So hopefully I can hold out with enough tires and get it to the end somewhere near the front.
Absolutely. It was a pretty late decision here by the race controllers of the Xfinity Series to give an extra set of tires to the drivers tonight. You think that's going to play into the end of this race? Who has the fresher tires?
I think it absolutely will with the number of cautions coming out tonight. I think there's a good chance we're going to have one with 20 laps left. And I think that'll play into it big time.
Alrighty, and before I let you go, do you have any insight on what might have caused the yellow there? Was it just the 96 car pulling off the track?
Yeah, somebody was saying that I guess he blew the engine when he missed his shift, and it's just not a forgiving thing, I suppose.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt for his fans in the chat, and I'm gonna have to roast him myself personally later.
Yeah,
But,
you know what? In the eternal words of Dom, he wasn't double clutching, so there we go.
Absolutely. Well, I'll go ahead and send you back down. What happened to your teammate there in the number 3, Cody Curran? I saw he had an accident early. Was it enough to take him out of this thing?
It sounds like it was. He got turned around and he went multiple laps down and just decided he couldn't come back from that. So he took a walk down the pit wall there, and hopefully he's having a few cold ones and thinking about it for next week.
Alrighty, well hopefully we'll see him back next week, and I'll go ahead and send you back down. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you.
That was the 84 car there of Mike Poole. As these cars come around turns 3 and 4, I'm going to take myself another quick break. Save my voice for the end of this thing, as they likely are coming to the choose here. A couple of familiar faces leading this field right now. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore. A couple of unfamiliar faces make up row 2. Logan Physician, Ryan Castleberry restarting in row 2. Row 3 is going to be the 6 of Jordan Schur and the 84 Michael Poole. Lights are off on the pace cars. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here at the beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. 38, Cam Patterson going to lead him into the restart zone. Green flag is back out. 98 laps to go here at Charlotte. 78 car Logan Physician, he gets a good jump. He's going to move up into second. Minor Motorsports make up first and second place. Cody Moore slips back to third. You got side-by-side racing in behind. It's going to be back there for the 6th or 7th spot. It's going to be for the 7th spot there. Jack Scoville, Mike Poole. Mike Poole slipping back. He's getting passed by the 57, Shane Fuller, who's making his way back up into the top 10 after his earlier penalty. And if we go back out front, Cody Moore now side by side with Logan Physician, and he's looking to make his way possibly back up to the lead here. They're side by side down the back stretch. Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, Cody Moore all battling for the lead right now. Man, I feel like I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this thing. I hope you guys are entertained at home. I see Ivan Desham in the chat. Desham watching this race. Thank you for watching, buddies. You see the 78 Logan Physician getting into the wall, and that's pretty much going to solidify Cody Moore making that pass for second, as he looks to try to fight with the lead there. 78 into the wall again. Looks like we got 22 of y'all watching the stream right now. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, so that way you can stay tuned in for the next time we go live here on Thursday night. You see the 38 and the 88 starting to break away a little bit now. Cam Patterson still able to hold on to that spot, but Cody Moore still keeping it in within a couple tenths. Logan Physician, Ryan Castleberry, Jack Scoville making up your top 5 right now. Shane Fuller has moved his way up to 6th. He's been gaining spot after spot on this restart. Jordan Schur in 7th, Tony Osborne in 8th, Mike Poole 9th, Mark Parkhurst in 10th. As this race for the lead is heating up. Everybody's single file right now, but it looks like with the 88 might have gotten to the back end of the 38. 38 was able to save it and keep going, but that's going to slow Cody Moore down and put Logan Physician into the lead for the first time tonight in that 78 car. Not sure what happened there. Let's go back and take a quick look at that between the 38 and the 88. As we see him come into turn 1 here, we'll see if there's contact. Yeah, and it looks like Cody just slightly got into the right rear of the 38 and just unsettled him. As we jump back to the present. Logan Physician still able to hold on to that lead, but Cody has made his way back into 2nd place now. Jack Scoville has made a move to 3rd. And Shane Fuller making his way up into 4th. Definitely racing is picked up here with 90 laps still to go in this race. These drivers still have at least 2 more pit stops. Looks like somebody got a little loose there, got smoke. You see him side by side back there for 5th place. Looks like the 04 Mark Parkhurst trying to get by the 32 car Ryan Castleberry. He's going to be able to make that pass going through 1 and 2. The 88 car Cody Moore thought about going to the inside of Logan position. Second guesses it and decides to drop back off. Shane Fuller. He's going to look to the inside of Jack Scoville for third. Will the 15 car be able to hold him off with that high line? I don't think so. That 57 car is on the move right now. But right behind him, moving into fourth, is Mark Parkhurst, who had the fastest lap on the previous lap. He was about 0.3 faster than all these guys in front of him, so he is definitely flying through this field. Look behind you, got 3 wide now. Ryan Castleberry gets into Schur, who gets into Cam Patterson on his outside, and he goes around. That's going to bring out another yellow here at Charlotte. I could see that one happening from about a mile away there. 32 car was the meat and the sandwich, and he just managed to get into the 6 car underneath him. Let's go back and check that one out one more time. We'll go to our drone shot for this one. 38 and the 6 both get a good run on the 32. Coming out of turn 4. Everything seems fine right now, but Jordan might not have known he was 3 wide. He comes up into the 32. And that's trouble for the 32 and the 38. Cam was definitely one of the front runners of this thing, but he should still have his faster pair and be able to get back out there, as well as the 32. All our other drivers able to avoid that one, thankfully. As we go back live here, it does look like Ryan Castleberry has a brand new Toyota Supra. Cam Patterson making his way onto pit road along with most of the field. You've got a few drivers that stayed out. Jack Scoville. He's going to stay out on 16. Or honestly, who knows how old his tires are. His last pit stop was 16 laps ago, and he did not take tires. So I'm not quite sure how old his good years are. Tyler Smith also staying out, saving a tire set, along with the 9 of Frank Warner. The 33 car, Ben Madden, he's going to move up into 4th place with the pit stops. He's had a quiet night so far. And it looks like Mark Parkhurst went with fuel only on that previous stop, along with the 96 of Warren Young. The 88 car Cody Moore, he's going to be your first car on new tires with 86 laps to go. Mike Poole behind him is on old tires, but the 78 car, Logan Physician, he's going to be on fresh tires as well. As we take a look from our flag stand camera, as these drivers come around, looks like they're not choosing lanes this time around. Let's have a word with the driver of the number 9, Frank Warner here, sitting in 3rd place.
Behind you.
Hey Frank, it's Jesse in the booth. You got me, man?
Hey Jesse, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You find yourself in 3rd place right now, albeit on older tires. What's your strategy going into this thing? You just trying to save some tires till the end?
Yeah, we're trying to, we would like to have an extra set of tires out there just in case of that late race caution. So I know I'm going to get run over here, but we're going to try to hold them off the best we can, and you know, stay up here. And you know, we've got a lap in mind of when we're going to take a pit, and we're going to see what happens.
Alrighty. Has this been kind of surprising to you, the amount of wrecks and cautions we've had tonight after last year's Xfinity race being one wreck?
Not really. I mean, we got a lot more cars in the series this year. The track is a little rough out here. The cars are a little hard to tame, but yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of green flag runs, so I'm not overly disappointed in the race so far.
Alrighty, well, you and Jack Scoville, Storm Motorsports teammates, 2 of the top 3. So it's been a good night for you guys so far, and I'll go ahead and send you back down, all right?
All right. Thanks, Jesse. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, buddy. That was Frank Warner there, as you see the cars choosing their lanes for this restart. I'm 100% not going to be able to talk tomorrow. Blake Doherty wants to hear Tyler Smith on the mic. We'll try to get him next time for you there. Teammates on First Lap Legends with 32 car Ryan Castleberry involved in that last wreck. But he's a little busy because he's going to be on row 1 here for this restart. Jack Scoville, he's going to be the control car on the outside. Row 2, Frank Warner, Ben Madden. Row 3, Warren Young, Mark Parkhurst. Row 4, Mike Poole, Cody Moore. You got to go all the way back to the 88 Cody Moore to find fresh tires. So we'll see what kind of moves he's going to be able to make through the field as they go through 3 and 4 once again. Jack Scoville leads them into the Geico restart zone as the pace car is off and we get ready to go green once again here at Charlotte. Green flag back out, and never forget 300. Frank Warner gets a little loose on them old tires along with Mike Poole. Both those guys getting into the wall. Mike Poole really slow here. He's just going to do the safe thing, let everybody get back by him. That's going to really hurt for Mike. He goes from 7th to looks like it's probably going to be 20th for him. Back out front, Jack Scoville, Tyler Smith getting a pretty good gap. They're side by side for 3rd right now. That's Ben Madden. Cody Moore already made his way to 3rd place in 1 lap. He gained 5 spots on that restart. His teammate Shane Fuller in that 57's right behind him. So they take 3rd and 4th. You see Cody getting a little loose there coming out of the corner. Mark Parkhurst also going to take that spot from Ben Madden. Mark going to move up into 5th place here, I believe, with Cam Patterson now trying to take the spot as well. You look back out front. Tyler Smith in that 23 car, he's definitely making a challenge for the lead right now. But he's got 2 cars coming up quick behind him with fresh tires. Tyler Smith diving to the inside of the 15. Jack Scoville as they go into turn 3. Is he going to be able to take the lead from that 15? Jack Scoville slides up the track a little bit, and the 23 car does take the lead, at least for this lap. Don't look now. A 57 car coming quick as he gets under the 23 car going into turn 1. Tyler Smith does get to lead a lap, but Shane Fuller is about to turn on the afterburners of those fresh tires with 80 laps to go. He takes over the lead. Cody Moore looking to take over that 2nd spot from Tyler Smith. And some older tires are really starting to show against these 2 guys. Got some side-by-side action going on back here for the 12th, around the 10th spot. Ben Madden, Warren Young fighting for that. They're side by side right now. 3 wide coming down the backstretch. You see the 62 car. Scott Ford, he's going to get around Ben Madden. 64 Bill Sleep goes around Madden's outside. They're racing like crazy for these spots right now. It's even getting crazy in front of him here. You see Logan Physician there in that 78. He's trying to take the 4th spot now from Mark Parkhurst. He's on his outside as they're side by side down the back stretch. Logan Physician, your 3rd car on the track right now with fresh tires. He's able to make fairly quick work there of the 04 and sets his sights on the 23 of Tyler Smith. Shane Fuller building that lead right now. He was about 4/10 faster than anybody on track. He's up to a 1.2 second lead right now. Cody Moore in no man's land behind him, but Logan Physician, he's going to take that 3rd spot from that 23 car. Cam Patterson looking to follow behind. Jordan Schur, he's going to take that 5th spot now. Cam Patterson able to make that pass on Tyler Smith for 4th. You see the 10 car there, Tony Osborne. He's going to get around the 04 Mark Parkhurst as well. That's going to put him up into 7th. Now Jordan Schur in that 6 car is going to get by the 23 of Tyler Smith. Tony Osborne's going to follow right behind him. Those old tires on the 23 machine fading quick. You got Minor Motorsports teammates, the 38 and the 78 side by side. Cam Patterson's going to take that spot now from Logan Physician. See if he can reel these leaders back in. Shane Fuller, Cody Moore, about 3 seconds ahead over 3rd place. Shane's still setting incredible lap times right now in that machine there. We knew he was fast. We spoke about it near the beginning of this race that in the Donut Box Racing Leagues, he has never lost here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And right now, that's looking like it's going to continue because he is pulling away from this field right now. Cody Moore, he's sitting in 2nd place. He's definitely been in that spot a lot recently. He was there at COTA for a lot of the race. Cam Patterson, he's sitting in 3rd right now, looking to reel these guys in. 4th is going to still be the 6 car Jordan Schur, but behind them you see Tony Osborne trying to hold Scott Ford Jr. off for 6th place. That 62 car looking to his outside. Scott Ford's had a top 10 night all night tonight. He's been doing really good. Then you see the 64 Bill Sleep. He snuck his way into the top 10. 3 cars out of this event so far. You got Cody Kerr and Justin Bell, John McIntyre out of this race right now. Christian Taylor had some troubles, but you see him in that 96 machine back on track. He's your only car lap down. Currently being scored as 2 laps down, so he's hoping for some cautions. Try to get those laps back, get back into competition for this thing. Tony Osborne was able to take that spot back from Scott Ford Jr. He's going to move back into 6th place now. Shane Fuller, he's starting to slow down a little bit now. He's still out to about a 2nd lead now over Cody Moore, but the fastest car on the track right now is the 38. Cam Patterson won last week. He's going to give it his best shot to follow it up with another one here. But first, he's got about 69 more laps to go, and he's got to get back around Shane Fuller and Cody Moore. Speaking with the drivers tonight, it definitely seems like it's going to be about who has the fresher tires at the end. As you saw the 23 car, Tyler Smith. He started on the front row for that restart, and he's found his way all the way back to 12th. Jack Scoville was also one of your front row drivers for the restart, and him and Frank Warner find themselves on pit road with 68 laps to go. That's going to put them right on the fuel window if this thing goes green all the way. They'll have to make one more stop, and even then they'll be cutting it close near the end. So we'll be waiting to see if it's a perfect strategy or if it's going to become a fuel mileage race. They might be in a tough spot. In the background there, you see the 84 car Mike Poole, the 33 Ben Madden. Your next takers on pit road. But we turn our attention to the battle for second. Cam Patterson's now caught Cody Moore. If you remember the last time these two were next to each other on track, there was some contact between the 38 and the 88. 38 now looks low. The 88 car, Cody Moore, he's going to keep the momentum, though, and hold him off for at least this next couple of corners. You got some side-by-side racing a little farther back for your 8th spot. Bill Sleep trying to hold off Chris Bishop. The 62 car, Scott Ford, and the 10 of Tony Osborne continue to swap places, as they've both caught the 78 of Logan Physician now, as they're 2x2 for 6th through 9th. 38 car Cam Patterson, he's got a run on the 88. They go side by side for second. The 88 should have the momentum off the corner, and it looks like he does. They're going to be side by side coming across the stripe. Cody Moore going to hold on to that spot by mere tenths, or mere hundredths rather. That's how close it is between these two drivers right now. They're still side by side as they go through 1 and 2. Cam Patterson not able to get it done. He's going to move back behind the 88. But he gets another run coming through 3 and 4, and they go side by side again. These two are battling right now. Definitely two of the quicker drivers here in the Donut Box Racing Leagues. They continue to be side by side. 57 Shane Fuller building a great lead because of these two battling. He's got that lead up to about 1.4 seconds now, as these two drivers continue to go around this track door to door. Putting on quite the show here with 62 laps left in this event. Cam Patterson looks like he's finally able to get around the 88 there and move into your second place spot. We'll keep our eyes on if Cody can battle back and get back ahead of that 38 car. While we've been watching this battle, we've had some recent takers to pit road. Tyler Smith got 4 fresh Goodyears on that car, along with the 04 Mark Parkhurst and the 15 of Jack Scoville. Top 3 right now: Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson, Cody Moore. Jordan Schurer, he's all by himself right now in 4th place. Tony Osborne holding down that 5th spot. 6th belongs to Chris Bishop. 7th place to Logan Physician. Scott Ford Jr. sitting in 8th place right now. Bill Sleep in the 64 behind him in 10th or in 9th, and then 10th place is going to be the 35 of David Mayo. If we take a look at our top 10 challenge, Warren Young right now, he's on the outside looking in. Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, both sitting in your top 10 right now. Warren Young currently in 16th. He did just come down and get 4 fresh tires on that machine 1 lap ago. The 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. also has come down pit road to get fresh tires. As you see, problems with the 98. Looks like he might have just gotten loose coming out of the corner there on those brand new tires. I might be calling it too early, but he really needs to pull it together here if he wants to be able to stay in the top 10 challenge after this race. Looks like the 88 car Cody Moore makes his way to pit road now, followed by the 78 car Logan Physician. See flames spitting out the sides of these cars. 08 of Andy Lewis, he's currently getting his pit service done. 4 fresh tires on that machine. All these drivers are going to have to come to pit road one more time. As Shane Fuller enjoys his 1.3 second lead over Cam Patterson. We've got more pit road takers. Dave Mayo makes his way on the pit road. Bill Sleep making his stop now. We take a look at our drivers that have stayed out so far. We've still got 7 drivers that have not made their pit stops yet. Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson, Jordan Schur, Tony Osborne, Scott Ford Jr. Ryan Castleberry yet to pit. Chris Bishop hits pit road now. Yeah, everybody that has come to pit road has taken 4 fresh tires. You begin to wonder who's going to have tire sets left at the end of this thing. How many they've used and how many they've got left in the tank, if they're going to have tires to take with this final pit stop or not. Shane Fuller makes his way onto pit road along with Cam Patterson. 6 car Jordan Schur, he's going to be our leader right now during the pit cycle, followed by Tony Osborne and Scott Ford Jr. Yet to make their stops. As far as the cars go that have already made their stops, Jack Scoville in the 15, currently leading that group. Although he is having some pressure now from the 04. Mark Parkhurst also on fresh tires. You see the 6 and the 10. Jordan Schur, Tony Osborne make their way onto pit road. Your current leader going to be the 62 car, Scott Ford Jr. It's Scott Ford Jr. and Ryan Castleberry, the only 2 drivers that have stayed out. The 32 makes his way onto pit road now. I'm sure you'll be seeing the 64, or the 62 rather. He's going to come in this time. Zero 04, Mark Parkhurst, now that the pit cycle is complete, he is going to be your new leader of this race. The timing and scoring on the left-hand side of your screen will update. And put the 04 into the lead. The 57 of Shane Fuller. He is on the move right now. He is absolutely flying. He's going to make his way up into second place and start reeling in that 04. Shane is on 10-lap fresher tires than Mark Parkhurst. Shane ran a 30.514 second lap that last time around track. Just to give that something to compare it to, fastest lap all race so far has been the 15 of Jack Scoville at a 30.429. Yeah, just like that, Shane Fuller's got the back bumper of the 04. Looking to find a way around him, and he's going to get on his outside onto the backstretch. With those fresher tires, he's going to make this pass for the lead probably look like a piece of cake. You look behind him, you got Cam Patterson, Cody Moore battling once again. They make up your third and fourth positions right now. Cam Patterson was able to get by both Jack Scoville and Cody Moore that lap. Got a little bit of smoke on the track. That's the 96 machine, Christian Taylor. He's being scored 3 laps down now, as he looks like he's going to take that 96 machine to pit road. I'm not sure if his car has damage or not. It's been a rough night for the 96 machine so far. We take a look at this group of drivers battling for 9th right now. Bill Sleep holding on to that spot right now, but Jordan Schur is on 4-lap fresher tires. He's looking to get by the 64 car. Bill Sleep, he goes to his inside. Makes the pass fairly easily there on the 64. And he makes his way up to 9th place. Cam Patterson now is able to get by the 04 Mark Parkhurst. Cody Moore going to do the same through turns 3 and 4. Go to that low line. Past the 04 like he's standing still on them old tires. Shane Fuller, though, with a commanding lead of this race. About 2.6 seconds right now over Cam Patterson. Shane is absolutely flying right now. As you'll see, if this thing stays green, a lot of these drivers begin to take their final pit stops around 33 laps to go. But just to try to hang on to my voice for the rest of this race, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break with 45 laps to go, and then we'll be back with you shortly. As we get tuned back in here. Saw him hard racing for the 13th spot between Ben Madden and Andy Lewis. 57 car Shane Fuller, he's out to a commanding lead right now, about 3.2 seconds over Cam Patterson. Cody Moore, that 88 machine, sitting in third place right now, followed by the 04 Mark Parkhurst. And then the number 6 car, Jordan Schur, has made his way into the top 5. Running 6th place right now, you got Logan Physician. Tyler Smith holding down 7th. Jack Scoville. 8th place right now, followed by the 10 car, Tony Osborne. In 9th, Bill Sleep rounds out your top 10. Warren Young in that 98 machine, he is now out of this race. Not sure what happened to him after that pit stop there, but I do remember seeing him get loose, possibly on the cold tires. He's now being shown out of this race. That's going to leave the top 10 challenge up to Cam Patterson and Logan Physician. If both of them finish in the top 10 tonight, we'll move on to the next week. If one of them does happen to drop out, one of them will be the winner of the top 10 challenge. If all drivers are eliminated out of the top 10 challenge after a race, the prize does go to the best finishing driver. But for Cam Patterson in that 38 machine, I don't think he has anything to worry about, as he is reeling in Shane Fuller for the lead now. He was about a 10th faster that previous lap than the 57 car. He is making up time every lap now on that 57 car. As you see, the pit window is about to open for these drivers. Frank Warner just finished making his pit stop, actually, along with the 15 of Jack Scoville. They have both made their stops, along with the 33 car Ben Madden. He's making his stop now. The 84 car of Michael Poole, right there, he's already made his final stop of the race as well. Looks like the 81 car, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., makes his way on the pit road. And you're going to see all these drivers start to come down now to get fuel to make it to the end of this thing. Several of these front runners like Shane, Cam, and Cody, they've still got about 7 to 10 laps left in the tank, so we're going to see if they're going to stretch it all the way to the end here on fuel. So that way, if this thing does stay green, they'll have the freshest rubber here near the end. This is our closest battle on track right now. It's for 6th place between Logan Physician and Tony Osborne. Tony's been gaining on Logan lap after lap here, looking to make his way into 6th place in that number 10 Camaro. Some more takers to pit road. You got the 04 Mark Parkhurst and the 23 Tyler Smith coming in for their final pit stops tonight. Let me put an asterisk with that. It'll be their final pit stops if this race stays green. I imagine if we have a late race caution, there will be several drivers that still has a set of tires left that would like to get that fresh rubber. 78 car, Logan Physician makes his way onto pit road now. As Shane Fuller continues to lead this race. Several cars behind him, but they're all working on getting their laps back. Just to tell you how fast Shane's been going, there's several drivers right now that are on regular pit schedules that are scored 2 laps down currently. So he has been absolutely moving as you see him get ready to take his pit stop here. He comes to pit road. The 38 car Cam Patterson's going to go longer. He's going to stay out. Several drivers coming to pit road now. You've got the 6 car Jordan Schur making his stop along with the 10 Tony Osborne, the 08 Andy Lewis. All these guys getting fresh tires. As Cam Patterson leads this race for now. He's got Cody Moore about 3 seconds back. Scott Ford Jr., Bill Sleep, David Mayo yet to pit on this final pit cycle. As we've got 27 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. See Landon Bednar's in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Can't wait to beat you in week 1 of the Donut Box Cup Series on Monday night. Cheers to that. Which one of these drivers is going to be the next to pit road? Will it be Cam Patterson or will it be Cody Moore? Bill Sleep in the 64 makes his stop along with the 35 car David Mayo, and the 96 machine Christian Taylor makes another pit stop. Taylor now 10 laps down. Cody Moore in the 88 does come to pit road now. We've now got only two drivers left on track now. This is the 38 Cam Patterson and the 62 Scott Ford Jr., but the 38 does come down pit road now. He's going to take 4 tires and fuel. I apologize. The 64 car, Scott Ford Jr., he is on the apron right now, but... Oh, that's the 64. I am sorry. The 62 car. Jesus. What a rookie. 62 car, Scott Ford Jr. Currently leading this race. He's the final guy yet to pit here in the final stage. It appears that Ryan Castleberry has yet to pit either, as the 62 is not going to come down this time. Jordan Schur going to get his lap back. The 23 Tyler Smith. Where are you going, man? Oh, no! What happened to the 23? He just tried to go into the garage. That is not good. Let's go back and take another look at this here. You see, he's side by side here with the 6 Jordan Schur. They come up to the 62 there, Scott Ford, who is slow on older tires. And it looks like he has a wheel disconnect. His wheel just turns immediately to the right. And he goes hard into the inside wall. Let's see as he comes out of turn 4. Oh, yeah. Big problems there for the 23. Looks like to be a hardware issue. That's going to be big problems for him. Scott Ford in that 62. Still out on the track with 21 laps to go. He has to be hoping for a yellow flag of some sort. He wished it would have came there when the 23 car goes hard into the inside wall. but it's not going to happen. He's going to come down pit road now. That's going to make your leader there, the 57 of Shane Fuller, who has a commanding lead right now. He's way out ahead of second place Cam Patterson. He's got a 6-second lead on the field right now with 20 laps to go. Cam Patterson, your second place driver. Mark Parkhurst, he's in that third spot right now. Cody Moore in the 88 in fourth place. Jack Scoville is going to be in fifth. Sounds like Jack Scoville, he might be saving fuel. You heard him come into the corner there, push the clutch in. Him and Frank Warner's strategy might not pay off for them. They might be short on fuel here towards the end of this thing. Whereas the other drivers should be good to go. Cam Patterson does have 4-lap fresher tires than leader Shane Fuller. Last lap, Cam was about 4/10 faster than your leader, so he is reeling him in with 20 laps to go here. As you see, the 88 of Cody Moore has gotten by the 04 Mark Parkhurst for third place. It's going to be interesting to see how the end of this event pans out, as you've got several drivers beginning to fall under the threat of being lapped here by leader Shane Fuller. Mike Poole, Frank Warner, Ben Madden. You see the 84 Mike Poole goes back down pit road. That's going to set the 84 car back, as we're going to keep our eyes on the 38 car, Cam Patterson, continuing to make up time on Shane Fuller. He's got the lead down to about 3.4 seconds now. Cody Moore also catching Shane Fuller, but not as fast as the 38 car is. Jordan Schurer moves into the 5th spot now. He gets past the 15 there of Jack Scoville. As Frank Warner does have to come down pit road, he did not have enough fuel to make it to the end. It looks like the 15 of Jack Scoville is going to continue trying to save enough fuel to make it to the end. As you see, the 42 car Chris Bishop getting one of his laps back. That's going to put the 42 only 1 lap down here, I do believe. Shane's lead now down to 2.2 seconds. You're starting to see Cam Patterson creeping ever closer in the background with 13 laps to go. He can see him now. He's able to smell the blood in the water. Both of these drivers should be perfectly fine as long as the fuel window goes. Cam Patterson, 4-lap fresher tires. You begin to wonder, is he using too much up right now? Or is he going to have enough to do something with the 57 car once he catches him? The lead down to 1.2 seconds now. creeping ever closer. Third place, Cody Moore. He's 7 seconds back right now with 11 to go unless we have a late race yellow. It's going to come down to these two drivers, Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson, who's going to be the winner tonight. Shane Fuller undefeated at Charlotte as far as the Donut Box Racing Leagues goes. Cam Patterson, winner at COTA last week and your points leader currently. And these are the only two guys that have a shot right now. Cam getting that lead to under a second now with 10 to go. The rest of your top 10, 6+ seconds back. More than half the field is a lap down right now. And Jimmy McIntyre Jr. is under danger of being lapped now. He does get lapped by Shane Fuller. That puts only your top 10 right now on the lead lap as this race continues to go on. We had several incidents in the first 2 stages, but stage number 3 has been fairly green, I believe, other than one caution early in stage 3. The lead now down to half a second for Shane Fuller. Scott Ford Jr. on fresher tires trying to get back on the lead lap here. He's going to get around Cam Patterson. Scott Ford, of course, staying out the longest of anybody on the previous stop, so he's got the freshest tires in the field, but he's not even in contention right now. He's just hoping to get back on the lead lap here with 8 to go. But he is going to get around Shane Fuller, it appears, and Cam Patterson is there. The lead down to 0.2 of a second now with 7 laps to go. This is our battle for the lead and for the race. And yellow comes out. That is the last thing Cam wanted to see there. Oh, man. He knows if it stayed green, he was going to have a real shot at that thing. Let's see if we can go back and find what happened here. Looks like it involved the 84 of Mike Poole coming through turns 1 and 2. The car just steps out on him, and he's hard into the inside wall. And he comes back up onto the track, and that's going to bring out a yellow here with 6 laps to go. This has huge implications on this race. Driver's going to be able to get fresh tires here for the end, because I imagine Shane Fuller's going to lead him onto pit road here. Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson, pit road takers. Several lap drivers staying out to get a wave around, and they're going to hope for another caution after this to be able to get back on the lead, stay on the lead lap and get tires. But Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson, Cody Moore, Mark Parkhurst, Jordan Schur, your top 5 coming onto pit road here. 38 and 88 have the farthest up boxes, as we're going to keep an eye on our pit lane, on our race off pit road here. Shane Fuller wins it handedly. 38 makes it out in the 88. Logan Physician with a 2-tire stop makes his way up to 4th here. He's the only driver in the field that took 2 tires, it appears. So a strategy call here for the 78 to get track position. Shane Fuller there in the 57 remains your leader. All the cars in front of him are wave around cars. Tyler Smith still on track here. Let's get a quick word from him and see if we can figure out what happened to put him 3 laps down. Tyler, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me, man?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Well, you had a bit of an incident there during the green flag run that put you hard into the pit wall. What happened? Was it a hardware issue for you?
Yeah, it was my steering wheel just disconnected for a minute.
Man, that's
That's
tough to see. You
yeah,
were
that's
definitely a top 5 driver tonight, and now you're 3 laps down.
yeah, I had another set. I was hoping for a late caution, so strategy wise it worked out how I wanted to. Just yeah, I mean that's tough. I haven't had a good finish all year, so
All right, well,
yeah, this one hurts a little.
you got a fan in the stream chat that wanted to hear from you, so I figured with this late
Oh,
race
okay,
caution,
okay.
we'll get a quick word in. But
Yeah,
I'll
you're
go
good, you're
ahead and
good.
send you
Thank
back
you.
down.
Yes, sir.
That was Tyler Smith, driver of the number 23, who had a great race other than one issue for him. And as we get to 4 to go, at the line it'll be 3 laps to go in this race. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break before I absolutely lose my voice. As we're getting ready for possibly the final restart of this race, it's going to be a natural green-white checkered. Front row, Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson. Shane Fuller, the control car on the inside. Row 2 going to be the 8080 Cody Moore and the 78 Logan position. 78 on 2 tires. Behind them, row 3 is going to be Jack Scoville, Mark Parkhurst. As they come around turn 4, lights off on the pace car. Pace car is going to get down to pit road here, as we're going to watch the green flag fly for possibly the final time here tonight, unless there's a green-white checkered. Green flag back out at Charlotte. And then never forget 300. Shane Fuller gets a great launch. Cody Moore in the 88 behind follows him right through. He's going to be able to clear Cam Patterson for 2nd place. Shane Fuller does get a good lead, though. 78 gets loose, 6 into the wall. 78's around, catching air. Huge junk all throughout the field. And we're going to have to re-rack him again. 78 on cold tires and 2 tires. Right now he's on about 3 tires. So we're going to go back and look at exactly what happened to that 78 machine, although I can probably almost already tell you. I imagine he just got loose coming out of the corner on them 2 tires and just about smoked the entire field. Let's take a look from our drone camera as they come out of turn 2. The 78 gets a wiggle. The 15, Scoville, not ready for the checkup. 64, 81, 33 involved. 35's around, another one into the inside wall. Big junk happening here on the back stretch at Charlotte at the end of this race. Let's hop on board and check it out from Andy Lewis's perspective. He's a little farther back. Let's see what kind of look he had of this. You can see the 78 car on the right side of your screen get loose. You see him wrecking, and he just dives low and gets out of the way there. Lots of cars involved. Several nights ruined after that one. '78 car. Logan Physician on pit road there. Let's get a word from that driver, see what happened there. Logan, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Yeah, it looks like you just got loose there. You took 2 tires to make a strategy call. Do you regret that after that wreck there?
You know, I don't regret taking 2 tires. It put me in a good position. I sent it a little too hard. I thought I was gonna have a little more space. I tried to get out of the throttle and not spin in front of the entire field, and to no fault of, I think it was Mike behind me, but I'm not exactly sure. To no fault of his, or no, it looked like it was Scoville. To no fault of his, he just got in the back of me. He didn't have a lot of room. I was loose, and it was a restart. So, I mean, I don't regret the strategy call. I'm obviously frustrated with myself. It's gonna take me out of the top 10 challenge, but it happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like your teammate there in the 38's gonna get the top 10 challenge, and he's gonna fight for this lead here. But I'll send you back down to cheer him on.
Alrighty.
As the driver there, the 78, Logan Physician. I'm gonna steal a line from a good friend of mine and say that car is junk. Looks like we're gonna go one more lap around this speedway before we come to the choose. So I'm going to take a quick break here before this green-white checkered finish. As Shane Fuller leads them to the choose. Him and Cody Moore go to the inside. Cam Patterson chooses the outside line once again. As we take a look at the top 10 challenge. Warren Young wrecked out earlier. Logan Physician just wrecked out. Cam Patterson holds on to the top 10 and still finishes better than both of those guys, which is pretty much guaranteed he will be receiving a nice $10 from me here at the end of this thing. As we take our look at the field for this green-white checkered finish. Shane Fuller's going to be that control car in row 1. Cam Patterson to his outside. Row 2, Cody Moore, Mark Parkhurst. Row 3, Tony Osborne, Scott Ford Jr. Row 4, it's going to be Andy Lewis, David Mayo. Row 5 is Jordan Schur, and I'm not sure who. We turn our attention to the front of this field here. Lights are off on the pace car. He ducks down to pit road. Shane Fuller leads them into the Geico restart zone. Cam Patterson on his outside. Green flag is back out. at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Shane Fuller gets a good launch. He's going to be able to stay side by side with Cody Moore, though, into turn 1 here. That's all Shane wants to see, is he wants these guys to keep battling. Cody Moore does come up, cover the nose of the 38. 38 gets a run on the inside. He's trying to make the pass now for second. The 04 Mark Parkhurst is also there in 4th place. White flag going to be out here at Charlotte. Shane Fuller holding on to the lead. Undefeated here at Charlotte in the Donut Box Racing Leagues. Can Cam Patterson in that 38 machine get to his back bumper? Can he catch him? The 04 Mark Parkhurst trying to make a pass here on Cody Moore. Cody comes down to block for 3rd place. As we come around 3 and 4 for the final time, Shane Fuller is your winner tonight of the Never Forget 300 at Charlotte. Cam Patterson takes home 2nd. Cody Moore 3rd. Mark Parkhurst finishes 4th. Andy Lewis rounds out the top 5. Tony Osborne, Jordan Schur, Scott Ford Jr., David Mayo, Frank Warner finish out your top 10. Shane Fuller going to lock himself into the playoffs and earn himself 5 playoff points. Cam Patterson will win your top 10 challenge. As we get ready to watch Shane burn it down here. If the top 3 drivers can stay in their cars. Shane Fuller burns the tires down as his teammates look on. Victorious for the first time this season. Continues his undefeated streak at Charlotte in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Let's go ahead and bring up your 3rd place finish, Cody Moore. Cody, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me, bud?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, you bring home 3rd place in that Chevy Camaro there of yours, watching your teammate Shane Fuller get the win. How was your race tonight for you?
It didn't go as well as I hoped. I thought I'd be better on a long run than I was, but Shane and Cam just, I don't know. It's unbelievable how hard they can run it and still have tire left at the end. So congrats to Shane, congrats to Cam, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Shane was able to bounce back from his pit road penalty and take the win. And you were able to bounce back from getting screwed over with a caution after you took your pit stop and finished 3rd. So all in all, a pretty good race and another podium for you. You got any shout outs you'd like to make tonight before I send you back down?
Absolutely. Huge shout out to all the MDM guys. Huge shout out to you for broadcasting. Thank you to all the admin team that's helping put this on. I do greatly appreciate it. Got a couple kinks to work out to try to get it cleaned up like it was last year. But other than that, proud of everybody driving. Yeah.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and send you back down with your team. I appreciate you coming and talking to me. Congrats on the podium, finishing 3rd tonight, Cody Moore.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go ahead and talk to the man in the Red Bull machine who is out of his car, not following my instructions. Cam Patterson. Cam, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you finish 2nd here after a little bit of adversity, getting a little sideways after some contact, but you ran a pretty clean race all night, and I thought you might have had the car at the end to do it if it wasn't for that late race caution. How does it feel tonight?
It's pretty good. A lot of, mixed feelings of disappointment but satisfaction because, I was there. I had a better car on that long green flag run, but caution just came out, can't help it. That's part of racing. But I'm glad that I was still able to get past Cody because he's a pretty good defensive driver, and get right behind Shane and still keep my 2nd place that I had for such a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. You did pretty good there in that 38 Red Bull machine, maintaining, I'm sure, your points lead after this race. Any shout outs you want to make tonight before I send you back down?
Shout out to Logan, Physician, my teammate. It's great to have him. He had a good, run going for him, but just pushed too hard with 2 tires, and it happens to the best of us. So, yeah, proud of him for coming out here and doing what he did. And rest in peace to those who passed away on 9/11. It's nice that we're, spreading. Well, I guess there isn't really much awareness to be spread. It's pretty well known across the country, but it's still cool that we're doing this.
Absolutely. And I do want to congratulate you on the you're the winner of the first top 10 challenge here in the Xfinity
Nice.
Series.
Yeah.
So I'll be hitting you up after this race and figuring out how you want that money, that $10.
I'll get it. Yeah, I'll probably get it through iRacing. So yeah, I'll spend my nice money on a very nice and clean McLaren. That's what I plan on doing.
There you go, buddy. I'll send you back down there with your team. Congrats on the second place finish tonight, keeping your strong run going.
Appreciate it.
All right, and there's only one person left to talk to. Number 57 car, Shane Fuller, didn't leave his car on track. Also, like I requested. God, these guys suck. Let's bring him on up. Mr. Shane Fuller, you got a copy?
Jesse, what's up, my man?
Is Charlotte just your best track ever? Is this like your best, just the best track for you? Did you know you're undefeated in the Donut Box Racing Leagues at Charlotte?
Really?
You have never lost a race you have shown up to at Charlotte.
Oh my God, that is awesome. I thought I had lost one of them, but I guess not. Thank you for that fact check.
Not according to league owner, racer, team owner, and analysis guy Cody Moore. He ran the statistics, and you are 3 for 3 and now 4 for 4 here at Charlotte in the Donut Box Racing Leagues. So congratulations! How you overcame that adversity. With the pit road penalty that we talked about earlier in the race, and you still come away with the win. How's it feel?
That was roller coaster of emotions. Like, honestly, I'm sitting there, made that mistake on pit road. I'm sitting there 3 laps down, and I'm like, it is a long race, but I was so mad at myself for doing that, because I pride myself on not making that many mistakes. So when that happened, I was like, well, just hunker in. We're in for the long run. Let's see what we can do with strategy, tires, fuel. Let's see if we can make it work. And it just unfolded. And once I finally got into that clean air, man, that was it. It took off, and it was great.
I do have to mention that final caution came out with around 6 to go, and the 38 car Cam Patterson was reeling you in quick. Were you saving some tire there, waiting for him to get to you to turn it back on, or if it stayed green, would there have been a real battle for the lead for this thing?
I'll be 100% honest. I tagged the wall coming off of 2. I think I tightened it up a little bit off of that hit, and I was just getting tight. And then Scott was throwing it in there, the lap car. Threw it in there, kind of doored me a bit. Wasn't really too sure why he was trying to fight that one out. But I was getting real tight. And if it would have went through, it was going to be a hell of a battle. I was going to try and make the car like Ryan Newman wide, but I don't know if I had anything for him there once I tagged that wall. But once that caution came out, I was like, all right, we have a chance. We can win this damn thing.
Absolutely, and you definitely brought it home. I do have to pick on you about one final thing.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
You got to stay in your car after you win, man. I got to have something cool to look at on the broadcast. I'm just looking at this big old picture of Charlotte. I can't even zoom in on your car. I can just see it in the bottom right hand of my screen. So I'm going to have to clean that up for next time, okay?
My bad. See, I haven't been in the winner's circle this year, so I didn't know the proper etiquette. That's my bad.
Okay, well, this is your one and final warning, okay? Any shout outs you want to make tonight?
Oh my God. First and foremost, my wife, my daughter. I love you guys. I know you're probably in bed, but allowing Dad to come on here and play with his friends. I appreciate the hell out of it. She's Cody, all the guys at MDM helping me out, getting through the adversity there. Cody with the strategy. Then obviously you for putting on this wonderful broadcast, and you keep us in check.
I have to be honest. I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to talk tomorrow.
a little coarse, was it?
Yeah, my throat feels terrible right now, but I like to think
you're
that
good.
this has been our best broadcast yet for the Never Forget 300. So congrats on locking yourself into the playoffs, getting some extra playoff points, and we'll be seeing you next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. I don't know where to send you, so I'm just going to send you here.
You
and
can
let
send me
find your
anywhere
own
you want,
way out. All right. They're all over the place in the Discord. Congrats to Shane once again. Mr. Undefeated at Charlotte. He didn't even know. That's how good he is. He didn't even know he was undefeated here. But with that, that'll wrap it up for us here on the Donut Box Racing League's YouTube channel. Hit that like button if you're still here. Hit that subscribe button. We go live every Thursday for this Donut Box Xfinity Series race. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.